Kevin Costner has a baby at home who is about to turn 2 in June. You know, he's never really talked about his personal life, and tonight that changes. Kevin, the musician, invited me on his tour bus, and we talked about so much, including the strong emotions he had for Whitney Houston and the moving speech he delivered at her funeral. Your speaking at Whitney's funeral was literally one of the most beautiful things that I have ever seen. What was that day like for you?
You know, it was a bit nerve-wracking for me because there seemed to be a lot riding on this.
How did you feel after?
I got back to my seat as quickly as I could to Christine, and I felt like I did it, you know what I mean? And I forgot to go over to Sissy and hug her, you know, because it seemed like every speaker went over there and hugged her, and I sat down and I realized, wow, I blew this whole thing.
It seems like only yesterday that Kevin's bond with Whitney was forever forged, but it was actually 2 decades ago when the DVD classic The Bodyguard was released.
The world saw us having a very special relationship. I mean, I've had a lot of people explain it to me that way.
I'll think of you.
The moment where they played the song from The Bodyguard, I Will Always Love You, and her casket went out. What was that
big.
moment
That was
like?
big. That was big.
What was it like for you?
It was like a kind of a score to our life together a little bit.
Bittersweet.
It actually felt perfect, but it was powerful. There was people were suffering, you know, and that song kind of it did kind of bring everything back together, but it was an absolute goodbye.
So goodbye.
You also wrote her some letters. Who was it that asked you to write her the letters, and what?
A friend of her who realized sometimes the trouble that was happening, and look, we all have trouble. Somebody thought that whatever I might write her might have an effect on her. I don't know if it ever did or not. The myth is that you can reach into someone's life and change it.
Can you share what some of the things that you said in the letter to her were?
I wasn't even sure really what I might have been saying. It was obviously about encouraging. I said, no matter how dark things get for any of us, I mean, if we can somehow hold on, our life can be in a really different place a couple years from now.
Do you think she could have been saved?
Sure, absolutely.
Why do you say that? How so?
Yeah, because that's all things are possible, and when it comes to that, you know. At her essence, Whitney was a really good person.
Now, as I'm sure you've noticed, our chat was in a bus, Kevin's tour bus. Road trip with my pal Kevin.
I guess we're going.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's in your refrigerator? This is how he stays all fit, because the refrigerator doesn't open.
It's like not a reality show. It's like a reality show. It's like, let me see your stuff. No.
Costner's band, Modern West, is on tour. Backstage, surprisingly cool Costner, a little nervous.
You know, when people talk about butterflies a little bit, I have them. You know, not because I'm not prepared, it's just I want to do well.
His current tour runs through July the 1st. You have young kids, and then you have kids who are grown up. Do you feel like you're a better dad because of the maturity?
I don't know. I like my first 2 girls. You know, they're the oldest. You know, and they bossed me around, and I thought, well, that was because they're the oldest. And then Grace is now the youngest, right? She bosses me around. So it's like I'm thinking, wait, maybe it's just really women in general. Really.
What are you trying to say about women, Mr. Costner?
Well, I think I'm not trying to say anything that men don't already know.
Let me tell you to be quiet right now. There's my bossy side.
There you go.
But that just don't seem to matter much now. No.
Thanks for E.T. hanging with us today.
Oh, the audience loved him, and how can you not? So multi-talented. And Kevin's song, The Angels Came Down, just debuted at number 8 on the Billboard Christian chart. Congratulations.